Hello. Hello, hello. This is Christina with leadsandleverage.com. And if you're watching this in replay, I've got my wine. And we're going to talk about Facebook ad placement, basically Instagram versus audience network. One of my Facebook Domination Secret members, I'm looking at the screen, John. I don't know how to say your last name, John. So if you're not, I'll wait for him to get on here. But he inspired this live post because he was asking about ad placement. And so saying that Facebook now gives us the option, I'm reading his question exactly, Facebook now gives us the option of choosing Instagram as well as something called the audience network. So what do you think about these? And then he said he received some of his lowest cost clicks from the audience network, but didn't know a thing about it. So not sure if he loses any of his narrow targeting when he chooses audience network or any of that. So I want to make sure John is on before I really get into this. If you guys have a question, first of all, make sure you click the subscribe. It's either on this side of the screen or this side. I think it's this side. So click the live subscribe so you get notified when I go live. I'm going to try to do this 3 or 4 or 5 times a week. That's my goal because you guys have like 5 billion questions. So I want to try and answer them for you and just kind of hang out with you guys and be with you. And it will probably be in the late afternoons. So I will probably have my a glass of wine on some of these. So I thought, bring your wine. Let's do this. So do you guys have any, I see several of you watching. So do you have any questions while I'm waiting for John? Just comment in the comment box. Now it's below me, but it might be beside you, depending on if you're watching this on your computer or if you're watching it on your mobile. So let me know if you have any questions about Facebook. We're going to talk about Facebook ad placement. Oh, and if you're curious about what I'm drinking today, this is what I'm drinking today. It's Coeur d'Alene Cellars. It's a local winery, and it's a Scarlet Lake, what is this? A Syrah. Scarlet Lake Syrah. And it's from Washington Grapes, 2013. It's really good. Really good, if you like that. And you can get it, I think they have a, can they ship? Yeah, all over. Okay, they can ship if you like, if you want to try it. So anyway, so I have about 30 minutes with you guys, maybe a little bit less, and I wanted to do that. So I see comments. So I know you guys are watching. It tells me how many viewers are on the screen, how many are seeing it. So I just need some questions from you guys. I don't want to answer John's until he gets here. So hopefully John will let me know as soon as he gets here. And then otherwise you can answer questions. Let me think. Today in our FDS Mastermind, we actually talked about Canvas, the new Canvas, Facebook Canvas that you can do. And oh my goodness, I walked through, showed agents how they can set it up and gave ideas on some of the best ways to use it and how to implement it, how to implement them, and how to make sure you're not just putting them out as posts or ads that don't go anywhere or don't actually have any context or don't, you know, pull the traffic where you want them to go. It was so much fun to do that one. And then we talked about, let's see, we talked a little bit about LNL Live, and LNL Live is a Leads and Leverage live event. It's very small, it's very intimate, and it's only for FTS members. And that's in April, and that's coming up. I'm very excited. It's so great. It's a 2-day high touch event. We really immerse ourselves in all things business related, how to build a business by design is really what the goal is. So would you check, there's a couple comments in the private group, honey, talk to my husband, and see if they're having troubles getting onto the live stream. Okay. So let's see, we talked about all kinds of things. If you want individual one-on-one coaching, I very rarely offer sessions available. I am offering a session. I have 3 sessions available this coming Saturday. And so if you are interested in that, I'll be sending out an email, or you can be in the Facebook for Real Estate Agents group, or if you're an FDS member, you'll be getting an email and you have all that information. But Sonia, Miss Sonia, hello. I like that it tells me like who actually joins. I'm in sweats, a sweatshirt. Oops. Get you guys get to hear all that rummaging around. Sonia, I see you, my dear. Hello, hello. She popped on. Miss Sonia joined. I see you. Cheers. I'm drinking a little drink of wine. Hey, I love Facebook live streams so much better than Periscope. Yeah, I see you commenting on the computer. I see you on the computer. How are you, Miss Sonia? April is coming fast. April 21st. I cannot wait. Did you make your room reservations through the room block? I think I'm maybe Miss Sonia's going, what? I call her Miss Sonia. It's Sonia. Sonia Baby, I think, is actually what she calls herself. So if anybody was at the NAR Tech Edge Live yesterday, I did 2 sessions. I did, you're good, Susan, you're on. It's confusing on how to get on. Now, this is kind of the first time that people are really starting to use it. I think that's some of the confusion. So now you're good to go. Now you know how to get on, and make sure you click the live subscribe or subscribe to live so you get notified, and then you can just click it and come right over. And it just takes a minute to load up. Sonia is ready to roll. Awesome. For live event. Susan, I am so glad you made it on. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. So I wanted to talk, I'm waiting for John to come on because he actually inspired this conversation, this whole thing. And hey guys, it's wine time. So hopefully you have your wine. And I shared the winery, the wine I'm drinking today. That's the wine, or tonight, the glass that I'm having tonight. Sound like a lush. I'm having one glass and it's of this. Hi, Stella. Awesome that you guys are here. So John's not here yet, so I'm going to go ahead and start on this. He was asking about ad placement. And so I'll pull up a picture real quick of ad placement so I can show you exactly what I mean when I'm talking about ad placement and the 2 things I'm going to talk about. So let me just pull that up real quick and I will flip the screen so you guys can see it here. Just a second. John, I am just starting. Sweet. I am just starting your topic, your questions. You are here. So I'm going to real quick show what I mean. Sorry, I have to create a test on here. Clicks to website. Boom. So I can show what I'm talking about. Oh, it doesn't matter if it's spelled right. Okay, I'm going to show you real quick. So when I talk about, I'm going to double flip the screen. When I talk about ad placement, so in your creating an ad set, see I messed up, it doesn't matter, ad set, you go down to budget, you go down to schedule, you have audience here, then you have placement. So placement, you have 5 different places you can do ad placements. What I recommend, first of all, for all ad sets, if you're going to run ad sets, you should have a different ad set for each placement, first of all. So, and usually what I tell agents is to start out with the mobile newsfeed and the desktop newsfeed, but separate. So one ad set for that, one ad set for that, and then just leave it at that. You don't need to test any of the others, really and truly, because your job is not being ad experts. However, today the question is specifically related to, if you don't do the mobile newsfeed, audience network and Instagram. So those are the 2 that we're going to talk about. So let's just clarify what the audience network is. When Facebook says the approved partner mobile apps and mobile websites that are part of the network, they're actually talking about, those games that we can play and they have the little ads, like they're free games and the ads pop up, or you play for a little bit and a big ad pops up. That's what they're talking about. So when they say audience network, it's mostly those things. It's apps. Doesn't just have to be games, but it's mostly games. So what performs really well in the audience network are things for apps. And I do not recommend, if you are like with KW or any other, I don't know, I'm sure there are other franchises that have a franchise app. I am not recommending that you promote your franchise's app. I'm talking about if you had an app designed specifically for you, for your real estate business. So if you have your own app, then the audience network, I'm pointing to it because it's right there. The audience network here, right here, I can't even see, this audience network, that is a good place to try ads out. Now, Instagram, we're going to talk about Instagram placement. I would suggest testing it. The thing is when you run ads, you want to run them so that they're speaking to the audience that you're projecting them to. So if you're running an ad and you want to put it in Instagram, it needs to be a very heavy picture ad with just a little tiny bit of text, and very quick and easy, because people flip through Instagram pictures faster than they do their Facebook news feed. So you can test them. I don't recommend the audience network overall because you're not running app ads. Instagram, I would test if it's a really gorgeous picture that's going to attract, to go to something that's very easy, and everything has to be mobile friendly, guys. So if you're going to run them and you're going to run them to a landing page of some sort, make sure it's highly mobile friendly. If you're running people to your website and it's not mobile friendly, meaning not just scalable and not just mobile responsive, but really good mobile interaction on there, then it's kind of a waste of your time. So I just wanted to make sure you guys kind of knew the difference. I don't know, John, what other questions did you have about that? If you ran a test and you got a click, the real thing is I click by accident trying to get out of ads on the audience network. So a click doesn't actually mean anything. It depends on where it's going and is it converting. So if you think that you got a click and you want to try it and see if it was an accident, then I would, because that's what John was asking earlier, then I would try it. But typically I'd tell agents to stay away from audience network because it's not appropriate for the type of ads that we run. Instagram, you need to be a little bit different kind of ad. Yeah, Mike, your best response has been mobile by far. For the most part, mobile's the best response because more people use mobile. But because some of us are in such tightly targeted niches, sometimes mobile's not the best option for some people. So, that's kind of that you have to test it. You still have to test it. Susan asks, how do you know if your mobile friendly is good? Well, actually access the page that you're driving people to on your ads. I use my hands a lot. Access that page on your mobile and see what it's like. Is it hard to read? Do you have to flip your phone sideways? Do you have to expand stuff? If it doesn't adjust the text to not just to fit the screen, but to be visible and readjust so that people don't have to squint or or expand it. If it doesn't do that, it's not mobile responsive enough. Hopefully that answers your question on that. John says, I'm 2 days into the Stop Wondering campaign and got 4 clicks from the audience network. So watch that and see. I bet in most cases it's people just trying to get out of the silly ad. I mean, your ad's not silly, but you know what I mean? They're in a game or they're in an app. They're just trying to do what they want to do and they're just trying to get out of the ad because that happens. Yeah, it's like when I'm playing, if I play a game and an ad pops up, sometimes I have to wait the 14 seconds for the ad to play. Yeah, and when I do games, I get them like 3 or 4 minutes, 2 or 3 times a day. That's it. That's all I get them because they're like my quick little brain break. And I just want to get out of the ad and I want to get myself. So just test it. I would really test it. I really have my reservations that Audience Network's actually going to bring you anything worth it. Yeah, John says, I'm sad because it was 10 cents per click. Yeah, I like that price too. That's an awesome one. Did you guys bring your wine? Your wine? I'm going to do this and we'll do this in the afternoon and bring wine. I wanted to show the wine that I am drinking today. It is a Syrah from Coeur d'Alene Cellars. It's actually a local winery. It's very good. It's very good. And they do have ordering online. Are you sad that you didn't bring your wine, John? Or are you sad that it was 10 cents per click and maybe not so much going to happen? I like inexpensive clicks. Both. Next time you'll know. I'm going to remind people to bring wines. Sarah says, how can I see my mobile ad as a customer? Oh, let me see. Let me take you over to one of mine and show you how to see it. So, yeah, let me do that here. So Sarah, I'm going to show you guys how to see your mobile ad as a customer. Let me see if I can find, it's loading. Let me see if I can find one to show you that I can just show you on the screen. Let's see, it shows, okay, so I'm going to show you two ways, okay? So first of all, I'm in the ad itself, okay? I'm in Power Editor in the ad itself. So here's my ad. So if I go over to the ad, first of all, I can see the preview. It says mobile newsfeed, so I can see the preview because this is a mobile ad. So this gives me a good idea of the preview, but then I can click this view on mobile link, and when I click it, it sends me a notification to my account so I can look at it and preview it on my mobile, on my phone. I don't know if that one does it. Yeah, this one, it's not, I don't show it. This is not the mobile ad, so you don't actually want to see this version of it. So you want to send it to yourself on mobile or just look at this preview here. Does that work? And that's inside your ad set. Sorry about the shaky. Inside your ad set on there. I'm looking to see if there's anything else on that. Was that okay, Sarah? Did I lose you guys? No? It shows you guys are on. Okay, cool. Go ahead and try it. Yeah, I sent it to myself, but obviously I'm on my phone talking to you guys, so I can't look to see. But I usually just look at that little thing on the screen, but sometimes it's a good idea. Then you can click it. You should be able to click it from the ad itself, go to the landing page that you put in, check and make sure everything's right. You definitely want to do that before you run the ad. Any other questions? I like this format too, Sonia. Awesome. Mike is multitasking. Yeah, I do. I like this format. I've thought about doing it for LNL Live, but the problem is it's public, so everybody can see this. So it's not just for FDS members. So this is fine, and I love that people are coming in, but I don't think we should do LNL or FDS Live that way. Susan says, I missed your comment. What are the two main Facebook ads? Oh, mobile newsfeed and desktop newsfeed. Those are the two places that I highly recommend you place. One ad set in mobile newsfeed and one ad set in desktop newsfeed. And so pretty much I don't, as agents, for the most part, you won't need to use any others. And that's just to get to the highest, the highest efficacy. So you want to get there, get to the most people in the best place and stuff. Hopefully that made sense. That answer your question, Susan? So those of you who were on the powwow today, what do you think of those Canvas ads? The whole Canvas, the whole Facebook Canvas. So keep answering the Facebook Canvas one. I want to answer the question from Susan. Susan asks, what about the desktop right side? Pretty much ignore it. Pretty much ignore it. You might want to get there eventually, but pretty much for now, just ignore it. It's a few layers of ads before you go through that one. Yeah, Michelle thinks they're cool. I do too. I think they're cool too. I'm trying to think of how I could use them in my business. I totally see how you guys will really be able to use them in yours. So I guess if I have a whole journey I want to send people on, I could use them, but that's a lot of work. So Stella says, I'm finishing my first page like campaign tomorrow with 65 likes as of now. What's next? So you're in the FBLG. So have you finished module 3? So we went over module 3. Have you gone through your avatar and done all of that? And then when we meet Friday, we're going to talk a little bit more about avatars as far as just kind of reviewing module 3. and any struggles, because it's a hard session. It was a hard module. It's a really deep module. And then we're going to move on to tools, and then we're going to move on to ads. So Sonia says, hi, Tiffany. Sonia says, Canvas intrigues me. Already thinking of ways to implement this week. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? I love the big photos, to have really good photos. That's the key, is to have gorgeous photos and use PicMonkey to put some text on them in the right places and things like that. So that'll be helpful. Mike says, yeah, you're going to have to mess around with it. They're fun. It's fun to, it's fun. It's one of those fun things that I think is going to be really valuable when you have gorgeous pictures and you have really targeted page likes so that it can go out to them. So that'll be good. So who brought their wine? I want to know who brought their wine. Did you see that in the title? Nancy says, I think they'll be great for especially 20 to 30-year-olds. Tech for them is like, oh, couldn't you always do that? You know what's funny? I'm starting to get like that, like, oh, that's new? I thought I could always do that. I'm starting to get like that on a few things. And sometimes it's because I've been in Power Editor for so long, and when they're finally releasing things out, you know, on Facebook to other things, I'm like, what's the big deal about that? It's been around for like 8 months. It's because it's released out to another level. Susan says she's waiting for her hubby to come home for the wine. Yeah, I saw mine open the wine right before this, and I'm like, I don't think so. I want my glass. You don't get it without me. Most of the time he does. Well, I don't think that's fair. So, yes. One of the things about the Canvas ads, remember guys, that they recommend photo dimensions inside the Canvas platform that are lower, smaller than they actually recommend in their specs. This is Facebook. So make sure you follow Facebook specs, not what they're recommending in the Canvas. You want pretty high quality, especially with phones now having higher quality DPI. It's not DPI, it's like Retina. They can see the pictures better, so you definitely want as good a pictures as possible right now. Mike says, Diet Pepsi right now, wine later. Mine was water all day, and then wine, just one glass now. No other wine. Just a one glass today. And of course I have like 5 billion blueberries, so I love blueberries. With me. All right, so what other questions? I have a couple more minutes. Any other questions? So Sonia says, this is not ad related. Would you recommend we use this steaming format as a virtual open house tour? I'm giggling because you said steaming. I know you mean streaming. So I think anytime, Sonia, you can get your face on camera in front of your fans is a good thing to do. So if you're going to do virtual open house tours, absolutely make sure your face is on the camera. I know we like to avoid that, but one of the things we want to do is build know, like, and trust relationships. We want people to see, hey, this is really me, and this is what I sound like, and these are the answers that I give, and my answers are consistent, and my character is consistent, and we want them to know this, and the way they know that is to see you all the time. So if you're going to do it at open houses or tours, that's awesome. So start on you, then flip over to something, and then come back, and then go back over, and it's great because it goes to your fans in your newsfeed, and that's what you want. I mean, your fans of your business page, and that's what you want, because Facebook loves native video, loves it. They love it when you upload a video to them and they push it out a lot. 2, Facebook adores Facebook live streaming. They want to dominate. I mean, it's Facebook versus Google right now. If you're noticing everything, you know, YouTube's owned by Google. It's Facebook versus Google right now. Search, advertising, everything. Google is starting to add some advertising elements that Facebook's had for a while, like being able to advertise to email lists and things like that. So Google's scrambling a little bit, but Facebook loves video, embedded video. Facebook adores live streaming. So if you could use this live streaming, this will leverage everything else you put on your page in front of your fans, in front of your page likes. So this is a good thing. And You can use it. So if you list the house, if it's your house, you can use this video. It lets you save it at the end of this. It asks me, do I want to save it to my camera roll? I say yes. And then I can, of course, upload that on the listing page. Or upload it to a permanent place on my Facebook page, and then link it over, embed it over to the listing page. So many things you can do with this to get that whole deep integration. So yes, Sonia, I would recommend it. Let's see. Susan says, do you gear pictures for larger size phones or smaller? Susan, you give the highest quality picture you can do, and you do the highest dimensions that Facebook says to do, and that will fit all phones. So that's what you do. So Sonia, you're cute. I'm adorable, so I don't mind being on camera. That's awesome. You are adorable. So Mike says, are there any good apps to make videos for Facebook or emails? You know, your phone. You don't need an app. Just do the video on your phone camera. Seriously, just do that. And then, I know that there are other apps. I'm an Apple user, so you can use iMovie for phone and add an ending or a beginning and an ending, and send that out and do it. You have to have a place to host it, obviously. I use Wistia. I really like Wistia. Keeps it private. If you want your stuff, though, to go out, see, I have a couple of things. If I want it to go out public, I put it on YouTube. And you can upload right to YouTube from your phone. You can integrate that link from YouTube right into your email. So you can do it all from your phone. You don't need, so the YouTube app, possibly the iMovie app, if you're going to do that, and your phone camera and phone video stuff. Nancy says, Facebook won't beat me up if I live stream a walkthrough of one of my listings. Do it on your business page. They won't beat you up. So just do it. And they love live stream. It encourages conversational engagement. They love it. And see, all of these comments that you guys are putting on here on this live stream, what it's doing for my page are things that I tell you guys not to focus on. They're benefits. So the reason I'm doing live streaming is because I want to interact with you. I want you to see me. I want us to build deeper relationships. That's why I'm doing live stream. The benefits to doing live stream is that while Facebook loves live stream, they're going to push this out to as many people as possible. People want to stay subscribed. And the other benefits, when people comment, when you guys all comment like this, you're creating engagement on a post, which helps my subsequent posts get out into the news feed. So it's a lot of benefits, but my reason for doing it is to build deeper or to build new know, like, and trust relationships. So most of you guys are already my members. That's awesome. When somebody else comes in and they have no idea who I am, they're like, who is this person and who are these people talking to her? They're just kind of watching and seeing what's going on. So it's a good relationship. It's really, really good to build that so that conversion happens before they actually come to you. So no, Facebook's not going to beat you up. And you have live streaming on your personal, but I would definitely focus, on doing it on your business page as much as possible because of all of the benefits for your page. Yeah, Sonia's like, I'm excited for all these new possibilities. Me too. I'm really excited. I love the idea of Periscope, but I'm not a huge Twitter user. And you guys aren't on Twitter. I mean, you might be on Twitter, but my audience, my tribe's not on Twitter. You guys are over here on Facebook. And that's where I like to be. And that's what I like to use. If you're more of a Twitter person and more of a Periscope person, leverage that. Be where you like to be and find your tribe in there. Susan says, is there a time limit for live stream? I have no idea, so I hope we don't get cut off. I don't know. That's not something I've tested. I don't know. We will see, won't we? Nancy says, I really like this. Thanks for looking out for us. Yeah, I really like this too. This is a good one, and I think this is easy. The reason I like it and I like Canvas so much, first of all, you're not learning a new platform and then having to figure out how to integrate that platform. So that's first on both of these, live stream and Canvas. And second, it's leveraging what we're already doing and amplifying it just to the next level. So you're not doing anything really new. I mean, if you're not doing video, of course it's new for you, but my goal and what I'm teaching you is how to build know, like, and trust relationships before they come into your funnel, really come into your funnel, so the conversion happens before, so that when you talk to them, you first get on the phone with them and you talk to them about how inaccurate estimates are, they trust you. They know that you're telling the truth. They're going to trust you. They know what you say. So rather than trying to convert after the fact. Stella says, does Canvas work on iPad? I don't know. It is for mobile devices. So I think iPads are considered mobile device, but I'm not entirely positive on that. Jara says, I can't believe I missed this. I kept looking at the other groups while working on my first Canvas ad. You're on your first Canvas ad. That's awesome. Yes. Cheris, I want to ask, did it send you a notification that we were on live, that we were doing stuff on live on there? So Sonia just wants to confirm any live stream replay will be saved as a post on our page for those who missed the live stream to view later, correct? Yes. And as you close out of your live stream, it asks you if you want to save it to your camera roll. You can say yes, and then you can upload that to your video section of your Facebook page as well. And let's see. And you can also, I know that you can push out your previous live streams in Power Editor as ads and to get people to sign up. Cheris, no, that's why you were so confused. So you didn't get a notification. Awesome. Okay, so guys, there should be a box if you hover over this screen with your mouse. If you're on your phone, I don't know what it looks like. I don't remember what it looks like, but if you're on your desktop, there should be like a live subscribe box. So make sure you live subscribe so you get the live notifications. Michelle says, just saw comments were being made and I checked them out and it took me here. I was on your homepage waiting. Yeah, isn't that weird? Okay, so I don't know if those are errors on it. I go to other people's live streams, so. Susan said it was happening now, but when you clicked on the link, it didn't go to the live stream. Huh. And Michelle says, mine says live streams or live subscribed. So Michelle, you should get notifications. So as long as it says live subscribed, you should get notifications on that. Yeah, I really like this too. And I need to get, I'm using my hand right now. My arm's starting to get tired. So I need to, oh yeah. So I need to get something to hold this because you can't use a computer. It's just on phone. So I need to get a better mini tripod for this. Chara says, I tried the hover thing. It's not working for me. I think Facebook hates me today. Power Editor also changed today. Yeah, my Power Editor changed finally, I think last week, to the final new whole version of Power Editor, which thank goodness, because half of you guys already had it and I haven't had it for months. So yeah. There's a whole new, I like it. You don't have to download, upload. It does it automatically. I love that on there. And for those of you that are on live stream, Charis, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to just give you guys a little heads up because I know Sonia and some of my favorite peeps are on here. The project manager that I hired is Charis. So she's going to be answering some questions in the Facebook group. She's going to be helping. She's going to be doing all kinds of stuff. We're just starting the integration of all of this, but you guys are the first to know who it is. So I haven't officially announced it yet. Charis will be at LNL Live, so you guys can meet her. She's like, hi, everybody. So, and I am so excited. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. She's awesome. I'm beyond excited. We've got new things coming, all kinds of stuff. I'm crazy. You guys are going to have so much fun with all this stuff. Stuff's going to be better organized. Oh, I'm just in love already. It's going to be awesome. So it's been about a half hour, and I think I got all of John's questions answered. Do you guys have any other questions? Anything else? Probably a little bit of delay. I can look on... Little bit of delay on questions. Let me see. Oh, it's not working. Sorry, I want to see Facebook. I want to go to my page to see if there's questions. Susan's asking Instagram. So what about Instagram, Susan? What's your question? Scroll down. I'm looking. Instagram. So the last thing, yeah, so I'm pretty there. So what about Instagram, Susan? I want to answer that for you. It's kind of cool. I'm going to show you what it looks like for me when I look. So I'm on, there's my computer. There's the computer. And it's showing me over here. Now, it's not going to play that because there's, I don't know what the conflict is. It's flash. But here, it's showing me, oh, I lost Sonia. So it shows me the friends watching now. And then it shows all the questions on here as well as on, so back here. Okay, so Susan said, I thought it was a difference between Audience Network versus Instagram. Yeah, I did that the whole, at the, about 10 minutes in the middle of the whole thing. I did. I talked about the differences, why you'd want to run one versus the other, all that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to be doing for the replays, eventually what I want to do is get these into FDS as bonuses with the topics on there and where it starts. So Cheris, Cheris, if you, I will somehow upload these videos into a Dropbox folder and we can figure out how to organize those inside FDS. Spring's saying, is anyone else having problems with the stream occasionally delaying or freezing like every few seconds? My suspicion, Spring, hopefully, is, and that's one of the reasons why it's affecting the viewer count. My suspicion is it's still so brand new. It's either your connection on your phone, if you're watching it on your phone, or it's still so brand new, rolled out, that Facebook's having issues. Because the stream's not having issues on my computer or on here. Hopefully that, I can see your questions though. Sonia says, for those who enjoyed this live stream, just wanted to share that this is the experience you get at LNL Live, in case you're still on the fence. Yes! Actually, it's better because there's no breakup. There's no screen breakup. And you actually, like, get me in your face. Click like on that. Yeah. It's awesome. I love LNL Live. I like it because it's small. I like it because I get to know you guys. I like it because I get to understand your businesses and what your goals are and how you're going to build them and how you're building them. So it's all fabulous. So, okay, I'm going to actually, I'm longer than I expected. So I'm going to go. I love you guys all, or I love all you guys all. And next time, bring your wine or bring your sodas or bring your whatever. So I will see you guys again. I'm going to try and do this tomorrow, and I want to do this every couple days. So I have some topics that we can talk about. Talk to you guys later. Have a good afternoon. See you guys tomorrow at the blogging class. Thanks, you guys.